following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
This week on the 5-Minute Warning.
Good morning. I'm Wilfred Brimley, and I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about diabetes.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-Minute Warning.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of 5-Minute Warning. As always, it's your man, Ruben, up in the house, literally. And yeah, man, just being fat and black, baby, because that's what I do well. But as always, got my man AG with me.
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
Man, you know, things are all right, man. You know, it's just like I was saying earlier, man, I had to go to a funeral today, you know. It's like, I haven't been to a funeral in like 2 years, man. And, you know, blessed and all that, but it was wild. But, you know, I will say, like, my heart was open, but I didn't, like, break down and ugly cry, you know. It was one of my good friends. His father passed away, so, you know, it was sad and stuff. And he had to give the eulogy, and it was just like, oof, like, yo, man, I'm sitting down, I'm just like, I can only imagine the amount of courage, you know, not really, because, you know, it's, I guess, I don't know, it's just one of those things where you got to talk about a loved one, and it's just like, you know, even though you're not expected to be okay, you got to be okay.
Yes. Oddly enough, yes.
Yeah. And that shit's hard, man. And it's like, you know, yeah, man, it's, you know, it's just hard. It is, you know, I applaud, I talked to him, I was like, yo, man, it was beautiful. He was like, you know, thanks, man. You know, I was really nervous and stuff, but I was like, yo, man, you know, and that's when you really know, like, who your true people are. Like, because, like, I really want to talk about something else today, but I felt that we probably either already talked about it before or something, just about your friend circle. You know, like, determining who your closest people are. Because everybody's got the A squad, everybody's got the B squad, everybody's got a C squad, and everybody's got people that they don't really fuck with, but like they like, I know you. And then you got the people who are just like, hey, Ruben, I'm just like, what's up? I have no idea who that person is. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I will say this, though. The most awesome thing, and I told him this. So, once again, man, no names to protect the innocent. But, like, so went to their house on Saturday. You know, they decided they wanted to have a couple bonfires, you know, burn some shit up. Hey, you know, you do what you do. But, you know, and it was funny, right? Because, like, this just gonna get back to him, but I don't care. Like, people will walk up to me and be like, hey, I remember you, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you know, how you doing, whatever. Let me tell you, I was the only black person there. Of course you remember me. I'm the only motherfucking black person there that you've ever seen here. So, you know, part of my heart was like, awesome. And then I told my friend, I was like, yo, man, your family really nice. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, yeah, they're nice. I was like, yeah, man, they all remember me. And he was like, well, you're a memorable person. And I was like, yeah, probably because I'm the only black person here. And he looks at me and he shakes his head and stuff. And he starts laughing.
I mean, were you wrong?
I mean,
I'm just saying. I mean, two things to be true. You are a memorable person, but bro,
yeah.
if you the only dot up in there, then guess what? Makes it a little bit easier.
I was like, yeah, man, maybe I should just walk around with a big T on my shirt. You know.
A T?
A token.
That's so fucked up, man.
Nah, it is.
You're misrepresenting your friend right now, bro.
Nah, you good. We laugh. We laugh and stuff like that.
It was good.
So your ass laughing.
Because I've been token, bro. I know. I understand.
No, man, I said that. He laughed. We laughed. I mean, you know, sometimes you gotta say crazy shit to levity, man. You gotta, you know, the seriousness of everything. And it's just like, yo, man. Hey, man. The one thing I do know is, depending on the situation, I know who I am and where I'm at. So I didn't really watch a lot of football today. Then I came home to trying to watch football. After that, man, I end up go Cowboy.
Ruben is always animal style. What does that mean?
I don't even know, but it's funny.
And why you laughing?
Because it's funny. Yeah, some things are just funny, man. Like, let's be real, man. You can say what you want, but like, sometimes when somebody says the rudest shit to you, depending on how it's said, you just kind of want to laugh at them, man.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're not wrong there.
Yeah, especially if it's like super ignorant. Like, I mean, you know, I've unfortunately been in a couple situations where some super ignorant shit was said in my face, and I looked at them and I just started laughing. Just because, like, there are levels of ignorance, man. There are truly levels of ignorance. And I think when the level of ignorance is on such a level where they try to joke on you using that ignorance, but because they don't really know what the hell they're talking about, it like fucks up the whole joke.
Yeah.
And you just want to sit there and just be like, God, man, you're ignorant and you're stupid. Like, I can't even take you seriously. Like, I just can't, man. I just can't. It sounds like, I don't know, man. It's not, I don't really have that problem, but, you know, but I just find that, yeah, I've run across some situations where it's just like, come on, man.
Yeah, you gotta put Moco Cowboy's comment on there. He's explaining what animal style is.
Animal style is a popular secret menu option at In-N-Out Burger that includes mustard, fried into each patty, pickles, chopped green, onions, and extra spread.
That sounds pretty good.
It sounds okay. What's up, Black Letitia Adams?
Letitia Adams, what's happening?
It sounds okay, except for we ain't got no In-N-Out Burgers in Virginia. I have been to one.
Is it as good as people say? Because it doesn't look like it's like any, like it's not special. It's like, it's a burger, man. I mean, what can you do with a burger?
Bro, it looks like a Rally's burger, man.
Nah, Rally's is pretty good, bro.
Rally's really
Rally's,
good.
man.
Yo, Rally's is really good after you convince yourself that you're going to pay double the amount for the same shit that you can get at McDonald's.
Wait a minute,
Rally's is not
expensive
cheap
now?
Bro.
Because when it first came out when we were kids, bro, Rally's was the cheapest and the best.
Yo, the Big Buford combo is like $12, bro.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Like that shit came from the cow like yesterday. I mean, don't get it twisted, man. The seasoned fries are dope and all that, man. But $12?
It's pretty expensive.
I'll go to Chili's and get a meal for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a meal at Chili's for $9.99 plus tax.
Yeah. And unlimited chips.
Yeah.
Tortilla chips, yeah. You're right.
But I'm not about to sit in my car waiting a lot.
But here's the thing, though. They got you because you ain't trying to wait for you to be served. That's where they got you.
And that Big Buford, man, that motherfucker's big.
Well, wait a minute. You just said it wasn't that good.
I just know.
You just said it's expensive.
It's expensive.
But it's still good, though, right?
Oh, Oh yeah.
I just
But
said
it's
that.
just-
You were just like, man.
Nah, man. That's why I can't fuck with it, man. Because it's not fast food, bro. It's expensive food. Fast food, man.
Fast food and expensive food is synonymous right now, bro.
Nah, man. I can still go to McDonald's and get a $5 McChicken meal, bro. Stop playing. And I get 4 nuggets with it. But I'm good with that.
I mean, but is it a big Buford though? Is it a big Buford?
Nah, that motherfucker is huge. It's like a half pound of meat.
Exactly. That's why it's
And that's why people should be
$12.
eating that shit. Like, bro, like, I can't tell you the last time I had a double quarter pounder.
We shouldn't be
I saw-
eating any of the stuff we're talking about, Ruben.
I mean, that's true. But yo, man, they came out. Did you see they came out with the chicken mac? The big chicken.
Yeah,
the
and I
chicken Big
keep
Mac?
hearing like low-key good reviews for it too. Is it good?
Bruh, I don't know. I'm not eating that shit. It's 2 McChicken patties, bruh. Like, come on, man. Like, I gotta,
Okay, and that's a problem. Why?
not with the special sauce on it, man. I can't do it.
Bro,
I like my McChicken with a little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of lettuce, a
I
pickle.
thought you were going to be adventurous, man.
I am adventurous, but that chicken Big Mac, man, it just, I can't. Once again, it doesn't look appetizing, so I just can't fuck with it. Now, if they had put 2 of those big ass pieces of chicken, like, be on their chicken sandwiches, I would fucks with that. And I would be in a food coma for 2 days. But that shit would be great.
Man, actually, low-key, like, Arby's is kind of dope, bro.
Yo, don't talk about Arby's, man.
Why not?
Because we can't let the black people know about Arby's, man.
But
They will
black
fuck
people
Arby's
work it. There are only black people that work there, bro. The one on Mercury?
Yeah, that's where I go to. But here's the thing. Arby's is low-key expensive ass too. That's why people don't eat there.
But they
I
got
eat
like
it
real
often.
food.
Bro, have you... We sitting here talking about goddamn fast food. But have you... The chicken slot... The buffalo chicken sliders, bro? Them little motherfuckers are on fire. Them shits are awesome.
I believe you, but I don't know why we're whispering about Arby's. What's up, Mo?
I'm whispering about Arby's.
Eating all of the microphone.
Because, man, the reason why, man, is because...
We whispering about Arby's.
Yeah, man. Because, man, we can't let all the black people know about Arby's.
Black
man.
people already know. Ving Rhames is the dude, the voice of Arby's, bro. I think black people know, man.
People don't know that.
Yes, they do.
How do you
Bro,
not know that? He's got a very distinct voice.
Exactly.
Hold on, man. People don't know who Ving Rhames is.
Baby boy, bro, he was butt naked cooking in an apron, man. That is unforgettable. You can't unsee that.
First of all,
With old boy mama. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. He was slinging dick, then got up butt naked and cooking breakfast, trying to prove
I'm
a point.
saying, man,
Trying to prove a point.
there are multiple scenes.
That nigga
he's
was
in that
hashtag
movie.
goals for a while, Ruben. Like that.
It's sad that movie is such trash.
That movie was good, man. What was trash about Baby Boy, bro? I mean,
What is
it
trash
was a
about
coming of
Baby Boy?
age film with black people in it.
Yeah, Ruben, I'm not, as much as I am not a fan of that movie, I'm not willing to say it was trash. I just didn't necessarily like it. Before its time, it was a very significant movie for its time.
See? I'm just saying,
I
man,
just
it
wish
was
BET
good.
didn't play that shit every goddamn day. That's
See,
really what killed it for
maybe
me.
that's what it is.
Well,
maybe
I'll
that's
give
what
you that because every time I turn on any black, every time I turn on any black station, it's on. I feel like it's on.
You know what movie that's starting to do that shit with now?
What's that?
That's really pissing me off. Harlem Nights, man.
I haven't seen it. Where do you run across this?
You've never seen it?
First of all, you can't fuck up Harlem Nights. Even though the edited version makes me upset, it's still
It's like
Harlem
3
Nights. And the
hours,
shit's still funny.
man. It's like 3 hours.
No, it's got commercials to make it 3 hours, bro.
I know, it's the worst. Because right when it gets to a good part, man, it goes commercial for like 15 minutes. And I'm just like,
Okay,
oh,
let
fuck
me
it.
ask you this. In the edited version, do they at least do the orange juice scene?
Yeah.
Okay. Do they do the fight scene between Della Reese and Ed Murphy?
They
they
do
do.
it. It's just the language, man. It's
Yeah,
just when they do the voiceover.
Doesn't that like take away from it though when they edit out the language? Because language is actually like a co-star in that movie.
Yeah. I don't care, but I know the whole language between it. I just turn that bitch on mute and say it myself. Because I can't, man. They be putting like fucked up words in it. They should make them sound all like, yeah, man, I shoot that pinky toe. And I'm like,
So they
Man,
don't
you're
like
fucking
bleep it
up.
out. They don't overdub it. They just like quiet it.
They do all of it. They do all of it.
Yeah, sometimes they overdub it, and that's the worst, man. That's the worst.
Because you can always
I'd ra-
tell. You can always
I'd
tell.
rather you just silent it out, man. Because that way I can say it, and we still on the same part. But like, when they, man, a mother sucking, blah, 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 like, what the no. No.
Oh, actually, since we talk about Harlem Nights, I want to give Richard Pryor a posthumous award for the coldest, nicest dude ever. Because even though I probably would have known what was going on, I don't know if I could have shot a woman at the time as beautiful as Jasmine Guy in the face. I
Are you
don't know
talking
if I
about
could
Eddie
have done
Murphy? Eddie Murphy?
that. No, Richard Pryor.
No, Eddie Murphy shot Jasmine Guy because she had just had sex with him.
Yeah, it was Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, bro. Now you talking about the later on scene with old girl from the Jeffersons.
Oh,
When he shoot her, he was like, "Can we just make hard, beautiful sex for 20 minutes?"
I can't believe I got that mixed up. Either way,
I mean, yeah.
I
you
don't
got
know
that
if I
mixed
could have shot her in the face.
up. Shit, she had a gun there. If he ain't found it, he'd have got shot in the face.
Yeah, I understand, but that was cold. I mean, he didn't hesitate. I mean, she went to get the gun. Didn't she go get the gun and the gun wasn't there?
No,
Or
he
was it
tried
not
to.
loaded?
He pushed her
taking the
away.
bullet
He ain't
out.
taking the bullets out. Cause he was like, "Oh, that's so cute." And he was like, "Wait a minute. Oh, this bitch gonna kill me." Yeah, cause he was like, "Oh, she had her gun where I had my gun."
So you would make love to me and then shoot me immediately afterwards?
Praying
It's
Mantis
just
style.
business. It's just business. This is personal.
Well, I'm sorry. I owe Eddie Murphy an award. Either way, I remember that scene
I
going.
did have the funniest line after that. Oh, tore the pussy up. No, I actually killed it.
That voodoo
That
bitch.
movie was hilarious, man.
Yeah, Red Fox stole it, man. He stole it every time he talked.
He put the glasses on. Oh my God.
Those are the greatest glasses ever. But the way I'm going, I'm gonna be wearing them bitches. It looks.
What's wrong with your
that movie-
glasses? Your glasses aren't thick.
Nah, it's time. I gotta get it. I gotta
Get
do
the
that.
prescription.
Yeah, it's time. I went to the doctor last year, and she was like, "Well, you don't really need some change." She was talking about some other shit, and I was like, "Well, we'll check it out in a year. It's time for me to go back to the doctor. I need to get a stronger prescription because I'm having problems. I mean, I already have problems reading small shit, but everything's small now, and it's just like, But if I put the book like this, like, I'm good to go. But that shit looks weird in public.
Dude, your arms are gonna. At some point, your arms aren't gonna be long enough.
Exactly. So it's like, yeah. I mean,
Why don't you just listen to the lady when she told you?
No. She was like, the new prescription I gave you, it really isn't that much different.
I mean,
she was
it
like,
sounds like you just need like reading glasses.
well, these are bifocals, bro. I just don't have the line in it because that shit's whack.
Actually, the line's better, less distortion.
Lines ain't cute though, bro.
Bruh, you 50, you old, so let's see, let's move
Hey,
on.
yeah, I'm about to say, bro, like I'm trying to see. Fuck being cute.
Hey, you can say AARP all you want to, but at least I can read it.
I about to say, when it be joking on me, she's like, he got to put his spectacles on. Cause I'd be like, hey man, when shit close to me, I gotta have reading glasses, man. Like shit that's more than 5 feet away from me, I see perfectly.
Exactly.
You put some shit right in my face, let me put my reading glasses on. I be at restaurant, hold on. I be sharing a little flashlight on my phone and everything.
Bro,
like, hold
for
on.
real.
Like, hey, look, I don't give a damn. Like, cause you know what I'm gonna see? I'm gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna make sure I see.
Yo, man.
This is hilarious. Why y'all trying to hang on to y'all living
Hold
in
on,
the past?
AG. I'm saying I'm not. I got my. I
so
have
you
reading
got yours.
glasses.
You got
I
yours.
got reading
Okay,
glasses. When I
Ruben
go
is the
play
one
that.
trying to
Hold
live
on,
in the
hold on.
past.
Let me.
Oh, no, my
let me put these
SKC.
motherfuckers on real quick.
No, these are medicated motherfucking glass. Like,
No, I believe you, but it's
yeah.
like if the lady says you need a stronger lens, then you gotta get
yeah, but she said it. What she really said it was like one small level above what you had, and she was like, "It's really not gonna do much." There's some other shit going on that she was talking about putting a laser in, and I was talking about a whole bunch of. We gotta think more about that.
You
Yeah,
might want
like
to get that stuff done while you're young, man.
I mean,
Before
yeah.
you can't see, and then you got to go and see her again so you can see.
Look, bro. I mean, my mom and my dad. My mom's worn glasses her whole life. My dad started wearing glasses about this time. I mean,
I'm just
it is
saying,
what it
you
is.
Like
You know?
Moby said, he said, let me stay out of white folk business.
Well, this ain't white folk business.
Everything's white folk business. It is not mine. So I'm just saying. even if it's a podcast full of black
I mean,
people.
like glasses too. Like,
I know I have
But he ain't,
glasses, but
he ain't too proud about that shit though. You the one acting proud about it. Like,
Nah. I'm just saying I don't want the line for the bifocal.
Once again, you the one acting too goddamn proud about it. Look, but if you gotta put some line on my shit for me to see, shit, I'm gonna see.
Hey, look, man.
That's the fuck's gonna happen. I'm gonna see.
Well,
Look, man,
Mr. Brown, the contract did say that you signed it. No, it didn't. Uh-huh. Yes, it did.
That ain't my chicken scratch.
Yeah.
That's real words and shit. I can't read my handwriting.
Hey,
But
man,
nah, man.
you know what? You know what's cool? I think you need a bigger frame so you can have a bigger lens so you have more area for each one. But trifocals, low-key kind of cool. Once you get used to them. So I got some trifocals, and I was like, I can see distance, mid-range, and close.
Well, I don't need the distant mid-range. I need the close.
I'm just saying, they're out there. They're available.
Yeah, whatever. We'll see what's up.
You know what? I can't wait. I can't wait till Motor 50. That's gonna be hilarious.
How are we doing this show with Motor 50? Because that shit will be awesome.
How old are you right now? You 40 what?
41.
I'm
got a minute.
gonna make sure I'm around in 9 years.
Hey, look, man, ain't gonna be nothing different. I'm gonna have glasses on though. I ain't gonna be fighting that shit like old boy up there. Talking about I don't want the bifocals on. Hey, if I gotta have quadruple focals on my shit, I had them big ass Red Fox shits on. Like, you know what I'm gonna be able to do? See?
You'll be able to see that last sip of orange juice. So
All I'm saying is, so realistically, when I was younger, I needed reading glasses. So I got reading glasses. Okay, whatever. Growing up, I got reading glasses. Well, the problem was I would fucking forget to take my reading glass with me. So it just got to a point where I might as well just keep them on my fucking face. Because if they're not here, I might as well put an Apple tag on them bitches because I don't know where they at.
well, let me ask you a question, Ruben, because I know I go nowhere without some glasses on because I literally can't read anything that's this close.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how do you forget that? I mean, for me, it's like I can't forget it because I need to see. So how do you forget your glasses?
Well, because that's the thing. I don't need them to see. But the thing about it is, I know that, well, at least a long time ago. Now I'm just used to wearing them.
Okay.
Like back in the day, I'd forget the mother. Like when I was like 30-ish, I would forget the motherfuckers. I'd get to work and be like, can't see shit, trying to fake it, whatever. But now it's like I walk out the house probably once every 3-4 months and realize I don't have my glasses on, and I walk back in because I put them they're usually in a spot where I don't normally put them because it's either going to be on my desk because I try to leave them where I can easily access them, or on the fold-out table in my living room, my den. But sometimes I try not to take them to my bedroom because I'll put them on my little stand on my bedroom, but I never put them there, so I forget them. So it's almost like sight unseen. If I don't see them motherfuckers, I don't remember it. So
my old man goals are to have a pair of glasses in every car. So anytime I go anywhere, I already know.
But I will be honest with you. The one thing I did do when I got these glasses that I decided it's time for technology to take over is the lens. I can't remember the actual name on them, but when you get sunlight and they turn.
Transition.
Greatest $150 extra I ever spent. Fucking sunglasses. I ain't gotta look for them bitches. They right here. I walk outside, I see normal, but you look in the mirror, all dark, and I'll be like, hell yeah.
And it's an extra 150?
Something like that. I can't remember how much extra I paid.
I just don't like the transition lenses because when you go from dark to light real quick, them shits don't transition that fast.
That's what my next question was.
They don't transition that fast.
If you're inside and you go outside, it takes a minute? Is that what you're saying?
So like, for instance,
Tunnels. Think about going through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tunnels could be a problem. Or in Virginia, they're not a problem because they're lit up. But like when you go, is it New York? or Jersey. It's somewhere. There's a tunnel. That shit's, I mean, it's got like one light going down the middle, but them shits are dark.
Okay.
So like I've had to like take off my glasses once I walk in. I mean, once I drive in, it's like, ooh, because you're right. They don't transition the way they should. Not that quick. They're not supposed to. So it's like, yeah. I mean, what is this? Shout out to Zenny Optical. I got my sister bought a bunch of glass to leave.
I'm telling you, man. If you, yes,
I got some in my car.
Yep.
I got a pair in my bedroom. Like all the places where I know I might have to fuck around and read something.
How many glasses you got, man? And how much money I got?
First of all, I'm lucky because really, I mean, my
got reading
glasses. Yeah, but my prescription glasses I had were. I mean, it's for me to see shit that's like hundreds of yards away, which like I'm confused when I put them on. I'm just like, I see the exact same with or without them.
right.
And I can't actually read in my prescription glasses because things like, I'm like, hey, it just fucks up everything that's supposed to me. But actual reading glasses, oh man, I get reading glasses anywhere, man. Give me some 1.5, maybe some 2.0s. If I'm really feeling blind that day, I'm good.
If I'm really feeling blind that day.
Well, see, here's the other part, man. I don't know if it's happened to you, Moby, but this shit happens to me. There are days, like this is one of the things about diabetes that kind of sucks, because like for the most time my vision is fine, especially with my glasses on. But if my sugar's high, a little high one day, the vision is like the second thing to go. And like I was looking at shit, and it's like, and I can read like 3 letters and it stops. It's like, what?
What do you mean?
And that's why I'm like, well, because
It gets hazy. It's like a hazy.
yeah, it gets hazy.
Oh,
It's
really?
weird. Yeah, because the sugar's too high. It starts affecting like everything. So like, because first it's your feet, then it's your eyes. So it's just like,
So wait,
that's
what
when I
happens to your
know.
feet?
Well, that's when neuropathy and stuff starts.
It's
Okay,
blood flow.
I mean, you gotta
Yeah,
explain
blood
to.
flow.
I'm
It's all
a
about
civilian. What does that mean?
Yeah, it's about blood flow.
Okay, so you can't feel your feet,
Like
or
when your blood sugar is too high, I think what happens is
Your brain
you
tells
get
it to do
you get too much blood going to your eyes. So like literally you start to get like dark spots.
wow, really?
Yeah. And it's kind of wild, man. That's what like, because at this point in time, like, I have to put in a new thing. But like, I pretty much can tell when my sugars are high or low, because I've been kind of doing this for a hot minute. So like, you know, if I start to not be able to see or concentrate, something's up.
Okay.
It's either too high or too low. If I start getting really tired for no reason, like I'm chilling, life's good, and then next second I'm like, it's like, ooh, sugar drop. What happened? Go find something to eat. You know, so which is really interesting for diabetics, because like, you know, for normal people, you know, in the regular sugar range, it doesn't do that as much. But like, if my shit dropped to normal people range, I feel it, which doesn't make sense to me. But I guess that's what
No, it makes perfect sense, because that means it's been elevated for so long. Your body's amazing. It adapts to what your normal is. So when you get back in actual normal range, your body's like, nah, bruh, we used to have a little bit more sugar up in here, man.
Tweet. Yeah. So then you gotta go find something to eat. So let's see. Yeah, I talk about vision, and I was told you about physical. I had 20/10. I thought I was getting some glasses.
Now with 20/10, you're not.
Nah. You seeing
And
through
you can
shit.
see the future.
Hey, that's the crazy thing, man. Like back in the day, man, my vision was like exceptional.
Same here.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so when I finally went and, you know, they were, you know, when they put the letters up, say, can you see clearly? I was like, oh yeah, I can see that. And then they put it on. I'm like, what is that shit? Why can't I see that row? And they were just like, yeah, that's what you used to be able to see. You used to be able to see that perfectly clear. I'm like, oh shit, you mean I'm normal now? They're like, nah, you done passed the normal range, and now you old down, nigga. That's what you are now. Like, you see that blurry line right there? That was your youth. It's gone.
He said,
Yeah.
"It was your youth is gone."
Why the eye doctor be bringing up old shit, man?
That sounds like
Why
that
y'all
sounds
been bringing
so
up old
harsh,
shit?
man. That sounds so harsh.
But they do that, man. I think inside they laugh. I think internally they laugh.
But here's the thing, AG, like when I went to have my eyes checked, it was like, and I was only just doing it because, you know, I'm type 1 diabetic, so I always have to keep doing that. And honestly, they were putting the letters up there. I'm like, oh yeah, boom, easy, cool. Because for years of my life, I never had a problem seeing anything on that chart. And then they were like, what's on that road? I'm just like, nigga, you playing with me right now? Ain't nothing up there. And he was like, they put the lens in there so you can see. And I'm like, oh shit, there's a line there. I'm like, how long has this been going on? Why didn't anybody tell me?
So was your diabetes that affected your vision? You're just getting older?
I mean, it might have been a combination of everything, man. Like,
Yeah.
realistically, for me, it probably was more so age than anything, because I mean, I'm getting up there in age, because my blood sugar was actually in control then. Like, I never even got to the point where like I had really any vision issues, because I mean, honestly, like I've told people, I kind of became a diabetic overnight. So it's not like I've been on this lifelong battle with it. It's just one day,
Not like your boy.
it was like, hey, get on your diabetic medicine. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about, Willis? Like,
That shot,
Now,
man.
what you talking about, Willis? What the fuck you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, it's nah, man. That's, you know, it's just it's crazy, right? Because when I found out I was type 2, you know, he closed the. I'll never forget, because the doctor at Patient First, closed the curtain. He was like, "We need to talk," and I was like, "What do you mean we need to
That's
talk?"
never fun when a
Hell
doctor
no.
says that.
I mean, because I just gave blood and shit, and I'm just like, and you thinking of every random piece of stuff that you had, vagina you ever had.
HIV, nigga.
I know, right? He was like, you type 2, and I was like, type 2 what? He's like, type 2 diabetes. Oh, okay.
He was good with that, right?
Because your mind always
Yeah.
goes to the worst thing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, he was like, and then he explained to me, he's like, yeah, you know, you did your sugar, and like, it's off the charts. What do you mean off the charts? Like, once again, I got a crash course in diabetes in like 20 minutes.
Were you feeling bad at all?
I would urinate every 2 hours incessantly. That's the first trigger. And I did it for like 2 weeks, and I was like, you know, I guess the first week I decided not to pay attention. So after that, you know, because I get up in the middle of the night, go pee, go right back to bed, like shit was cool. You know?
Oh yeah. Well,
Every
if
night.
you're doing that, you don't have prostate issues, and that's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, that was the other thing.
I was about to say, like, you know, when you're doing that, like, type 2 diabetes almost seems like
Exactly.
the lesser of two evils. Hey, man, I thought you was about to say, gotta get my ass checked. Like, you know.
Yeah. Can I?
People, it's actually not your ass to getting checked, but you know,
Yeah.
that's where they
But
go.
that's
where they go.
that's the route they go.
Yes, they-
There's only a couple routes to go, and that's the one they go with. And it's just like, yeah, man, like bedside manner is important to be a doctor, man, because, like, yeah, because, you know, I give him
I
credit.
mean, you can
'cause-
say bedside manner, but I mean, it's almost no good way to give somebody
Bad
like
news.
medical bad
Oh,
news.
yeah.
There's no, hey, you know what? I got something cool to tell you. You got
you
the
got
sugar.
you got the sugar.
You got the sugar.
Well, we all know a white doctor's never going to say that.
Yeah, it was white guy. So yeah, man, and I like he told me, and I was just like, I felt much better. I was like,
You're
'cause,
just glad you ain't got the whole disease, right?
man, I'm telling you, man. Not that I was out here hoeing at the time, but
That's
you know,
hilarious. He's like,
I mean, this is like type 2, like you mean the beaties. You ain't talking about herpes, right? You good, right?
that shit is forever.
I
You
mean,
know?
so is diabetes, isn't it?
Not
Well, actually,
necessarily.
not type 2.
Not type.
Like-
Oh, really? So you can come out of that?
Yeah, just gotta get
Yeah.
unfat.
Then why are you wasting
Nah,
time,
it
bro?
ain't just about getting unfat. It's control your diet
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
Because,
But
because I guess I'll give the mini crash course, like the difference between, because I had to explain this to my mom, which is just trying to explain something to my mom that my mom feels like she's a borderline expert on in is just already a problem in itself. because you know,
Why is she a borderline expert?
no, here's the thing, because my mom's been type 2 diabetic for a while. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Been type 2 diabetic for a while. And, you know, so when I'm like, hey, I got diabetes, and she was like, oh, well, this is what you gotta do. And I'm just like, I'm a type 1 diabetic. And she was like, it's all right, we can. I'm like, no. The difference is, and she can't, to her, it's all the beatus. It's all the beatus. Like ain't no difference, nigga. You got the beatus just like me.
I can't unhear it. The beat. The beaties.
You got the beaties just like me. And I'm just like, I mean, no, like, because she was like, well, they gonna give you metformin and you gotta start controlling your diet better. And I'm just like,
And that shit's worse.
and I'm just like, I mean, I feel what you're saying, but I can't get on metformin. And she was like, no, they might put you on something else. No. I had to figure out how to break this thing down to like not necessarily upset her, but also to like try to make her understand that we not the same in this. Like we had the same overarching issues, but we don't have the same exact problem. And I'm like, all right, Mom, your body makes insulin, and your body just don't know how to fucking control it. My body doesn't make insulin, but it has no fucking problem controlling it. So once I stab myself and give myself some insulin, my body's like, oh, we know what to do with this shit. We good. Your body got insulin, so you're taking medicine so your body can regulate it better.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where my body's just like, what the fuck is this?
Is that
Like,
good shit?
You know, that was actually the best
give me more.
explanation I've ever heard. Because I never knew the difference between type 1 and type 2. I've always heard it, but I never knew, like, why is there a difference? Now I know.
Now, I had a common misnomer at first, and I mean, honestly, I shouldn't even say at first. It's partially because, in many ways, realistically, it's what I needed to hear, which is the first thing they told me when I'm type 1 diabetic, like, hey, it ain't going away. So, like, don't get on this mission about, like, oh, well, I'm just going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be good. Like, no, that shit ain't going away.
It's part of you.
Like, it's very, I mean, I'm not saying it has, but it's very rare where, like, your body just goes, oh, we'll make insulin again for you.
Zoom.
But I wish earlier on I would have had a grasp on like really how much I could control with my diet. Because yeah, the beatus, that's what I got. Yeah, that white dude, it's so funny because I joked on that white dude the way he said the beatus.
What white dude is this?
Wilford Brimley, man.
Who's Wilford Brimley?
Oh my God.
Oh, you're gonna have to pull it out, Rupert. Like all the diabetes, the beatus.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that the dude that played in Cocoon? The old white dude?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I forgot his name. I remember now. I remember.
But yeah, so I wish I'd have known how much I could actually control, like, with my diet, and I wish I wouldn't have felt like I was so much of just like a slave to like insulin, and it kind of makes you feel hopeless at first. Like, man, I'm just gonna have to, like, and what I didn't want is what, you know, the doctor started saying, well, you know, I have to get on the pump where just I have a little pump and it puts insulin in me all the time and regulates it that way. And I'm like, I never want to get there.
I mean, is that inevitable or?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I mean, for a lot of people, it makes it easier to regulate, though. So it's just I don't want to say it's a lazy thing because that's disingenuous. Like, it's not just a lazy thing, but I don't want to get there if I don't have to.
Yeah.
So what I started to do, you know, actually relatively recently, is like I just really kind of tried to clean my diet up almost completely. And it actually was kind of scary to me at first because, like, I didn't need insulin. And I kept checking because I was like, I mean, this is when I'm usually taking insulin, but there's a lot of stuff that I can eat and stuff where I'm just fine. I don't have to take insulin. So like I've actually lowered the amount of insulin that I'm taking. And hell, if I have like a super, super clean day or two, I can go days without taking insulin.
So wait a minute. How do you know when you do need insulin? Like if you didn't
check
take a
your blood
shot,
sugar. Like,
say what?
check your blood sugar. It's just constant checking of your blood sugar. Like me and Ruben are both on Dexcom, where we have a little sensor on and we can see it on our phone, so I can see what my blood sugar is at all time. But I was doing two things. I was doing that, and I was still pricking my finger because I also realized that my Dexcom sensor always had me higher than I actually was.
Yeah.
So really, the pricking the finger is still the best way to do it.
It's the most accurate for me. It's what I found was the most accurate.
Yeah, if you don't mind needles.
Which, I mean, it don't bother me at all, man.
Exactly.
I can do that shit so fast. Like, I be doing that shit in front of people, like, check it, blood squeeze, I'm good. They're like, damn, you don't bother me no more, man.
Yeah. All right, guys. I did find it, so this will be funny. Not funny, but
Good morning.
can you
I'm
hear it?
Wilfred Brimley, and I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about diabetes. Actually, about diabetes.
Could you hear it? Is that a yes?
For so long, man. For so long before I even had diabetes, all I knew about diabetes was this guy. That's all I knew about diabetes.
And I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about diabetes. Actually, about diabetes and how it's affected me in my life.
Diabetes. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Wilford Brimley.
Goddamn diabetes, man.
I feel so bad laughing at something so serious.
But see, we're not laughing at serious, man. It's just yo, seriously.
The way he said it.
And honestly, man, it's really not a joke, AJ, and it's sad. For a long time, the only thing I knew about diabetes
Was that guy?
was that guy. Like, that's all I knew. I didn't know shit about diabetes. Yo,
Yeah,
like,
even with your mom, even
I'm gonna be so transparent with y'all, man. For a long time, I didn't know I didn't know diabetes and the sugar was the same thing. Some niggas was having, I'm like, oh shit, you got the sugar? And like, yeah, I got diabetes. What the fuck is that?
Y'all so tough.
you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of when he didn't know he had casserole all his life.
Hey, look, man, I don't mind being transparent about my ignorance, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm happy to learn new shit.
Like the sugar.
Diabetes.
Like, even
man.
my mom had diabetes. Like, I still heard everybody referring, oh, I gotta check my sugar. So to me, I was like, okay. So like, hey, you got diabetes? The fuck is that? Talking about that shit that white dude be talking about?
I mean,
Oh
yeah.
man.
Like, it's crazy, right? Because I was 16 and I was I was a counselor for a camp, and had one of the kids in my room was 13 years old, and he was a type 1 diabetic. First time I ever came in contact with a diabetic. Yo, man, and even though we knew he wasn't gonna hurt himself, he always had to have supervision, giving himself his shots. And I sat there and I was like, bruh, you the MVP. Because even back then, I wasn't about shooting myself, giving myself a needle. I wasn't about that. And I'm still not about that shit. I mean, I do it because I have to.
I mean, you
but,
get used to that stab life. That stab life ain't that bad, man.
It used to be bad at the beginning, bro.
Well, when I was a kid, they didn't have needles as, I'll say, convenient as what they have now.
Oh no, you had to literally draw the insulin out of the tube.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
I remember
lived
because
through
there's a
that.
kid
Yeah,
that lived in my neighborhood, and he said, "Yo, man, we got to go to my house. I got to get my shot." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Okay, whatever." So he literally went to the cabinet, got his syringe, went to the refrigerator, got his, I guess that was insulin. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, had to pull it out, draw it out.
I thought he was a doctor, man.
Container.
Yeah,
You gotta
stab himself in
plug
the
it.
leg, and it was like nothing to him. I'm like, bro. He's like, And I was like, and he was ready to go out and play again. I was like, okay, that's what we're doing.
That's how we get down.
So that was
All
my
right.
first experience with it. I'll never forget. I can remember it like it was yesterday because I had never seen a child give himself a shot.
Here's
How
the
old
thing.
was
The
he?
only thing I knew about type 1 diabetics when I was in like a kid was in school was I remember if you went to the nurse's office, they always had those little juices in the nurse's office just in case somebody's blood sugar got low. And I always thought, hey man, that's cool as shit. Certain kids get to come down here and just get a random juice for no goddamn reason.
You know,
I
I'm
want
with
that
you.
juice.
I'm with you. I played in a band with a guy who was diabetic, and he would just whip out a Snickers bar. And I'm like, bro, you eating Snickers bars right now? I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, my blood sugar's low. I gotta have it. But I mean, couldn't you eat anything? No, Snickers bar, man. I gotta get that sugar. I never did understand, what exactly why he needed all of that sugar. But yeah, I'm with you with the drink thing. It was just a random Snickers bar. So we always had them on hand.
One time at camp, no BS, man. I got a message. It's like, yo, this girl just became like type 2 like 2 weeks ago. She was like 10. And I was like, all right, well, does she have a pump? Does she give herself shots? Whatever. They was like, nah, she gives herself shots. I was like, what? And they was like, yeah, she counts carbs. What? Yo, you 10? Yo, you the MVP. You better than my fat ass. I can't count carbs. Man, whatever. It takes an act of God for me to give myself a shot sometimes. And you decide, and literally, so when she had to give herself a shot, I was there. She just, the fuck? Like, she got a high five every time, bro. So I was like, yo.
You mean that little 10-year-old girl punked you out, man?
Bruh, all day. All day. And I let her know too. I was like, yeah, me. If I was 10 and I had to look at something sharp, I'd probably pass out. Man. I mean, literally, like going to the doctor, man, I hated it. Cause you gotta get your shots, man. And it's just like, I would cry before I would walk into the doctor's office.
I mean, why you crying? Ain't nothing happened yet.
Cause
Just the
needles
thought
and
of it?
pain. Needles and pain are synonymous.
Bro,
I don't do pain.
Look, man, my mom acted like that for years. Like, I think, once again, we are victims of our childhood trauma. Like, I just don't have a problem with needles because, like, from the age of, like, 5, I had to, like, talk my mom through getting shots. Because she acts like getting a shot is, like, murder. Like, if somebody says she's got to get a shot, she's like, I would rather die. And I'm just
serious?
like, what the fuck sense does that make? Like, I'm like, yo, get your motherfucking stab on and get the fuck up out of here. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, Moby, you should see us out there.
I remember like being like 7 and 8 and like my mom crying in the doctor's office. I'm fucking holding her hand because she's got to get a goddamn shot.
I mean, I'm not all that, but yeah.
And me, I just was like, so now, and I get it. There's a whole bunch of people that just have like now that I'm older and more aware of how many people just have a rational fear of needles. That like when I'm in there, do you have a problem with needles? And they be trying to like distract you because they just don't know who has a problem with needles. And I've been like, do you see all this ink on my arms? Like, I don't give a fuck about your needles. But then again, there are people with tattoos
That have
who are
problem with
petrified of shots. And I'm just like, that makes no goddamn sense to me. You sat there for hours with multiple needles going in you, and you're like, oh, but this is for something cool. But if I say, hey, you got to get this vaccination shot,
Wait,
So your ass
oh,
can
no,
live.
who put that on?
Something cool.
I mean, I used to be pretty bad, man.
There's only one
not
shot I've ever got that like I wasn't scared of it, but like he pulled the needle out like it was a goddamn weapon, and that's
the
what threw
long-ass
me
needle?
off. See,
Bro.
yeah, because I had dislocated my shoulder in college, and like it.
Oh, the cortisone
I-
joint?
Yeah, man, and I was once again I was like 305
Those
at the
shits
time.
aren't cool though, man.
And I dislocated my shoulder and it was like killing me. It popped out. I landed on the ground, it popped back in. which, you know, getting back in was worse than getting out.
That's what I heard.
Of course.
It don't look
So,
fun.
you know,
I promise you that.
I'm at the doctor's office a couple of days later because like I'm still, it hurts so bad that like I'm having problems making a fist, like because it's just
How come you just
radiates. So they were just like, well, you know, we'll give you this cortisone shot, and you know,
Fuck
it's they were like, you know, it's gonna feel cold at first, and you know, it's gonna numb it up, and then you know, you should start being able to move it again. I'm like, hey man, whatever you stab me, whatever, that's cool. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go get the cortisone shot, dude. I'm like,
fuck
cool.
that, man.
So I'm thinking, I've seen needles before, whatever.
You
And
see that?
he wheels this big ass machete ass needle out.
Bro, this is no joke.
Because he saw my facial expression when he pulled it out. I was like, bro, what the fuck you trying to do? Cut it off? and then he explained it to me. He was like, man, you like 300 pounds and I gotta stick it in the muscle part of your shoulder. He's like, that's a lot of fucking. So the needle part was like this long. He's like, it's gotta get past the muscle part for me to inject it. I'm like, all right. He was like, so it's gonna be a little pressure. And when he pushed it in, I felt like that motherfucker was coming out the other side of me. I was like, why the fuck is my left side hurt? Now, I'm not gonna lie, that shit is magic, bro.
Oh yeah.
As he put that shit in, I could feel like it felt like concrete going through my arm, like it was getting real stiff and hard.
Are you serious?
Pause.
Please
but,
pause.
but then it started to feel cold, and then like I'd say by the time I got damn near back to my room, I couldn't feel shit. I was just like, oh shit, this is magic. I'm like, I can understand why a motherfucker just be like, hey, I need this shit in my life every day. Like, you know, for a while, anytime something got hurt, I was just like, hey, bro, you can just stab me right quick. We be good, bro. Like,
Yeah.
He said, I need this in my life
Ain't
every
lying
day.
though, man. Yo, those shots are not cool. I had one put in my knee, man, and it's just like I've had the knee joint, and I've also had when they put a needle and then they pull, because my knee swole up, and they pull shit out my knee, and I was
they
like,
drain your knee.
yeah. First of all, fuck all that too, and then I got my eye above lanced because it swole up. He was like, yeah, we gotta lance that shit. Okay, and I was just like, so I'm going to sleep? Nope, I just need you to keep your eye open. What do you mean keep my eye open? Bro, this like I could see the needle in my peripheral, man. But once he was like, you gonna feel some pressure, but then you're not gonna feel nothing. Because the numbing first, and then they do what they need to do. And he's right. I felt the pressure, then I ain't feel shit. I just saw this metal piece sticking out my eye. Like my eyelid and shit, man. I was like, what? And then I felt blood gush out. It was weird. Never want to do that shit again. But yo,
I don't think anybody wants to ever do that the first time. I'm sorry,
nah,
sir.
I don't want to do it the second, third, or fifth time. Shit.
How many times you haven't done?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh.
Like I ain't trying. I mean, like giving myself shots now. You know, I guess I'm a pro at it now. I know where to give it. And so, like, right in the stomach, right in the fat, that's cool. But like, yo, I ain't trying to.
Man, I'm impervious to that insulin needle, man. That shit don't bother me at all.
Oh, it don't bother me either.
When I was in the hospital, the lady was like, where you, I can put it in your forearm. I'm like, man, put that shit wherever you can get it in, man. Just get that insulin in me, man. Get the fuck out the room, man. Like, we good, man. Like, ain't nobody got time for that shit. Like, I don't need negotiate. Like, look, let's get this shit going, baby.
I mean, at that point.
Well, when I was in the hospital, I was mad because they refused to give me my insulin, which was the dumbest shit.
Why would they refuse to give it to you?
AG, I really wish I could explain to you what was going on. But when I had to have my foot surgery, so I had to wait 36 hours in the hospital before they had my before they even gave me anything. So 24 hours before, I have to not eat before my surgery.
They had to clean your body out, right?
So I didn't eat. I hadn't eaten in 24 hours. I get there and they go, oh, we're backed up. So I ended up waiting another 20 hours before I had surgery. So before they have surgery, they test my blood sugar, and it's like 55. So it's like incredibly low. So they're like, oh, okay, your blood sugar's low. We got to get you something. So they start pumping like basically fluids in me through an IV to get my blood sugar back up for surgery. But because my shit flashed so low that afterwards when I came in, they were like, well, we can't give you insulin because before your surgery, your blood sugar was low. And I'm like, I'm a fucking type 1 diabetic who hadn't eaten in 40 hours. Yeah, I probably should have died. Like, fuck being low. I probably should be dead. But then they were just like, so we can't give you insulin while you're here because it's been low. So they kept testing my blood sugar. And of course, the first day it was normal. Then the next day they're like, oh, your blood sugar's up. Well, because you fed me and I have no insulin. And they're like, well, we can't give you, we have to give you a minimum amount of insulin. So they're like, we'll give you 4 units of insulin. And I'm like, the fuck is 4 units of insulin? 4 units of insulin, bitch. I'm regulated to take 20 per meal, and you're giving me 4. So they gave me 4 units of insulin. I would eat. They'd be like, "Oh man, your blood sugar's way up." No shit. And I'm just like, yo, can I just get my own insulin? I'm like, can I just bring my own insulin? They're like, no, you can't bring insulin in here. I'm like, oh, so y'all just want to do this insurance hustle where y'all are charging me absorbent rates for the insulin on my medical bill so y'all can give me this minimal amount of insulin, which is still going to have me too high. And I'm going to have to hear every fucking nurse on her shift say, oh, your blood sugar's too high. Oh, your blood sugar's too high. No fucking shit. I go back to get my A1C test like 2 weeks later, and they're like, oh man, your A1C is like 8. Yeah, because I went about 15 days straight with no goddamn insulin for real.
And you're in a hospital?
Man, it was the most frustrating shit ever, man. I was just
if you get someone who is not an endocrinologist and they refuse to call one in, it's the worst shit ever.
But it seems to me some of this is common sense if you're a medical pro.
Yeah, but
You know
here's
what I'm
the thing.
saying? It's just like,
well, here's the thing, and in all fairness, I had to explain this to the people who were around because my mom was getting upset. People, I'm like, in all fairness, it is way more life-threatening in the immediate for your blood sugar to be too low,
Yes.
than it is for it to be too high. If it's too high, that has long-term effects, but too low, you die, like instant, like
And no coming back from that.
Yeah, so I get it. It was low, so it's like, hey, we don't want to give you too much insulin, and you fuck around and die on our watch.
But the problem is,
I'm just like, hey, I'm literally in a hospital. You literally can monitor shit. Can I just take my normal dosage so you can? So then it got to the point where the last 10 days I was there, I just really didn't eat. Because I was just like, yeah, I'm just not gonna keep eating, and then y'all keep telling me, because I'm eating hospital food and I'm on a restricted diet anyway.
Oh, hospital restricted.
So I'm thinking I'm on a hospital restricted diet. So you know what I'm eating, and my blood sugar is still too high. Think about that. Like, I'm clearly not getting enough insulin if I'm eating this punk ass grilled chicken patty, these green beans, and this little salad. That's all the fuck I'm eating.
Bro,
My blood sugar's too high.
they wanted to give me a chicken sandwich one day, and I was like, on what? What, on bread? Really? That's what you want to do? Is that a diabetic meal for you? I need somebody to think about this. Because basically you're feeding me, and being a fat diabetic is even
I
worse.
had to pick my menu. So they do like, what do you want for lunch? And I'm looking at the fried chicken. I'm just like, why would you even give this as an option to me?
Because they don't know what they're doing.
but I mean, like I said, it feel like this stuff that y'all are talking about is not lofty. It's like common sense.
Hey, AG, I'm gonna tell you what my grandma always says: the hospital is no place to get better.
No,
The hospital is no place to get better.
Because
When
I
I
mean,
was-
it's like all you have to do is say I'm diabetic, and you kind of understand you can't give diabetics some bread or some pasta or whatever. It's just like
the problem. Here's the problem. The problem basically is, you're a look at a draw of who's in charge of you. Because I went to one hospital, that person was not an endocrinologist, and they're just like, why does your sugar keep going up? Well, because you're feeding me fucking bread. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? But then I go to when I was in Santerra, and when I had COVID, the person who was in charge of me was an endocrinologist, so it was easier, and it was just like he knew what not to offer me, like, and stuff like that, and so, and then they were smart enough. That's when I first learned about the Dexcom, because they had the diabetes person come in and talk to me. I mean, what am I gonna do? Get up and run away? I couldn't go nowhere. I had a piece of cloth on me, half naked. Like, my day was worrying about if my junk was showing. So, like,
Man, I ain't never worried about that in the hospital. Like, hey,
man, yeah, I worry about that.
When I was in the hospital, I mean, my foot was cut open, so I'm just like, hey, I'm already exposed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess that's a different type of exposure.
yeah, I'm already exposed. If you see my junk, that's whatever. I mean, you already see my insides, literally.
I mean, but I guess the crazy part about being a nurse or something, I bet they look at junk all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they really look at it. They just see it all the time. I don't know if they're proactively looking for it.
It depends how old the dude's in there, man. These 67-year-olds, man, trying to holler.
I think you have a very male-centric view of that. I promise you, if you're around sick people all the time, you don't necessarily be thinking about sexualizing these people. Like, I just can't see it. Like,
I mean, I would hope not. But yeah, man, diabetes, man, the sugar.
Diabetes,
Some
man.
shit, diabetes, man.
We spent the last 40 minutes pretty much talking about diabetes,
I
man.
can't hear that.
And you know what? That's all we're gonna talk about tonight, because it's hard to go from this to what we're gonna talk about. Like, I could probably make it happen, but
Nah, man, ain't no transition from diabetes, man.
Every time you say it, I feel so bad laughing at it.
I'm just saying, you might be able to get rid of your beaties, but my beaties is forever.
I mean, shit. All we got is this, man.
Eventually, I'm gonna die from my beaties. Like, that's just what it is.
And how it's affected me in my life. But diabetes and how it's affected me.
That
in
is
my
so
life.
wrong, man.
I'll start when I was first.
Hey, bro, like, honestly,
Diabetes
man, it's so bad that
and how it's
literally was
affected
what
me.
I thought about
And
diabetes.
I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about diabetes. Actually, about diabetes and how it's affected me in my life.
Shout out to Wilford Brimley. Thank you, man. He gave us some shit that has lasted forever. And he was
Hey,
a guest
bro, like,
on this shit, man.
honestly, man, like, I can't imagine being told I had diabetes without that man in my life. Like, that dude is the only reason I knew diabetes was something that affected him in his life. Because I remember seeing that little infomercial shit all the time, man, being like, hey, man, white people be getting that diabetes, man.
The diabetes. I mean, that's the realest shit you can see, bro. That's the real shit right there.
Hey, look, man, I'm not necessarily laughing at my own ignorance, but like, in many ways, man, like, honestly, it's kind of sad that as prevalent as diabetes is, especially in our community, it's just a shame that somebody like me can honestly say, I didn't know what the fuck it was for real. Like, now we start saying the sugar, I'm like, oh, okay. People can't be eating, too much sugar and stuff, which also was my problem too, because I remember the doctor telling me immediately, oh man, you're gonna have to stop eating all the sweets and stop eating all. I'm just like, I don't really eat that anyway. And he was like, oh, it's okay. A lot of people just don't like talk. I'm like, no, I really, I got fat the old school way, man. Like on biscuits, on dinner rolls, on macaroni. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
bread,
like,
starch, baby bread. Stuff.
Yeah, like the idea of like me caking out or eating ice cream and cookies all the time, man, that ain't never really been my move. Yeah, I've wanted to eat more sweets now that I am a diabetic than I ever did before I was one.
I was going to ask you, because your love of the banana pudding, what does that do to you?
Oh, well, first of all, I don't eat it that often. So
I mean, I realize that, but in the moment, does it do anything? Does it make you feel better?
Oh yeah. It's gonna. I know when I'm about to have those outings, I'm gonna have to give myself a little bit more insulin. That stab's gonna have to be increased.
Hey, G, sometimes you gotta take one for the team, bro.
I mean, that's a good one to take for the team.
And the
but
team
I'm
is
just
your
saying.
body.
Well, look, as a type 1 diabetic, we work on what's called a sliding scale.
Yes, he
Okay.
does.
So I give my insulin based on what I'm eating and like what it is before I eat. So I check before I eat. If it's already if it's already super low and I'm gonna eat some sweet stuff, hey, that's balance, baby. That's balance.
Okay.
If it's normal range and I know I'm about to eat, like I know I ain't got no goddamn business, well, it's gonna increase this insulin intake a little bit because I'm gonna need it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because as you were talking, explaining to me, I was like, I know this dude love banana pudding, and I'm like,
Oh yeah,
how does that
man. When
work?
Keisha, bruh, that's also why I was a bit upset because I prepped myself.
So you gave yourself a shot for no reason.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm prepping myself. I'm like, oh yeah, let me stab this bitch on up real quick.
For no
And then it's
reason.
like, hey, banana pudding. I'm like, well, fuck, now I gotta eat something. Cause this insulin ain't gonna go away on its own.
Wow.
So I'm fucking drinking juice, and I'm just like, man, I gotta balance this shit on out because I went into this thinking that we was about to go ham on this damn banana pudding, and now it's not here.
You trying to get there, buddy?
So wait a minute. How do you feel when you have too much insulin in your body?
Oh, it's the worst fucking feeling in the world, man.
Okay. Okay.
I think Brent even put it in the comments, man. When your blood sugar is low, that shit is
Yeah.
So I think the worst thing I've had, I know one time the ambulance had to come to my house because my blood sugar was so low, and I was out. Like
So you're unconscious at this point.
I was unconscious, and it was really bad because like I knew when it started to happen because I was like, man, my blood sugar is really low. So I went to the kitchen. I drank some juice. You know, I'm trying to do all the stuff. I'm just like, man, this shit is not going up. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It is not going up. So I go upstairs. At least I remember walking upstairs. And I remember trying to get back to my room. But when an ambulance got there, I was in Kira's bed. So I guess Kira had seen me stumbling about in the hallway and panicked.
And told you to go to her room.
No, I don't think she told me to go to her room. She just panicked. And probably in the midst of her panicking, I probably went in there trying to calm her down, and I was out. Next thing I know, there was 2 medical people in the room, like, trying to get me back
Wow.
conscious.
So you were close that night.
I mean, I don't know if I was close to dying, but I mean, I know I wasn't living. I know I wasn't in my best state of living.
Okay. Okay. So do you know if the juice would have helped, like if you'd have given it a little while, or that wasn't enough?
It probably just wasn't enough. And
So you probably
I
like a candy
think the
bar or
issue was
something?
I'd been sick, and well, they have glucose tablets and stuff, which
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so I mean, I have glucose tablets, and they taste like sugary chalk. It's annoying. It tastes like sugary chalk.
Okay.
That's really what it is. But yeah, I mean, when your blood sugar is low and you start to get sugar in you, like, it's not instant. Like, some people feel like it's just like you do it and like all of a sudden, oh, I'm great again. It's like, no. If it gets really, really low, that means it's already in the midst of crashing. So you have to slow the momentum down first. That's what the sugar is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're put in, and then you have to kind of wait for it to come back up.
correct.
Okay.
So sometimes, like, when I feel my blood sugar getting low, like it's where I get like the sweats. Like, I'll just start sweating, and I mean, I've got my blood sugar so low where, like, by the time I got back up, like, I had to go change clothes because, like, all of my clothes are completely drenched in sweat.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I just get overly lethargic. Like, I can tell because I get.
Oh, everybody can tell. Everybody can
Yeah.
tell when.
So if I were to look at you, I could see something is wrong.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, easy.
Okay.
Because like I'm just like I don't know if Moby gets. I mean, like, I don't start seeing things, but I get really slow, and it just looks like you can tell. Like, looks like Ruben's like
Somebody
5
just,
seconds
it's
away.
like somebody literally sucks the life force out of you, man. You just ain't got no energy.
Okay.
And then sometimes it's really hard to think. Like the thinking is the part that bothers me the most. Like I don't mind getting slower, but like when I feel like, man, I can't fucking finish a sentence. Like
Sometimes it makes you feel like you're intoxicated, but you know you're not.
Okay.
And it's just, because like for me, I don't know how.
So that's what being drunk feels like.
Kind of like if I want to go left, however, my body's not going left. And that's a reason. That's another way I know. Like, I can just tell for me, like my body starts to shut down. And if I'm at home, you know, that I have to get up and grab something. Because usually I keep regular food in the house because I do. But like, it's worse when I'm driving. And that's probably why, unfortunately, I eat while I'm driving. More so, it's not because, well, part of it's because of fat. But the other part, it really is so my sugar doesn't get low, because I don't ever want to be behind a wheel when my sugar's low. Because I mean,
you're out of control at that point, right?
Well, you kind of can become a rocket, yeah. So like, but I've had it when I'm driving. I pull off and usually get something. Like I'll get a 20-ounce of Coke and just be like, "What's up?" And like Moby said, you know, it's not gonna hit you immediately. I will sit there, you know, because when it's all said and done, I just want to get home.
Now, can you hallucinate?
I have not. I don't know.
I don't know if you can or not.
I don't ever want to try.
Okay. No, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm actually asking. Is that one of the symptoms?
I'll be honest. Like what always ends up happening to me is I just end up getting upset.
What you mean?
Because when I feel my blood sugar is getting low, I'm like physically upset. Because like there's no quick fix to it. So I'm just like, fuck. Now I got to sit here for like 20, 30 minutes and like get myself together because, you know, I'm trying to do something. Usually it always happens when I'm, you know, active trying to do something.
Okay.
So I'm like upset. I get really upset. Not like, you know, cussing or anything, but like I'm honestly, in my internal monologue is like, fuck.
So like, and that's why for me, when I have it in, because I don't have it in right now, because I got to replace it, and I usually replace it in the morning. I have mine set. If it ever goes under 100, it beeps at me. And
I thought that was the automatic setting.
I mean, I set it for mine. It might be automatic for some people. I don't know. Because I set it if it gets to 200, and I set it if it goes under 100. Because for me, my level, they want me around like 130 to 150 on a normal basis. And that's why I like to hang out. But yeah, anything under 100, it beeps. And that's when I'm like, oh, gotta get something to eat. Even if I'm not hungry, I gotta go get something to eat because I ain't trying to, I live by myself, man. It's a wrap.
Yeah, so, I get that.
So, you know. But yeah, man.
Man, this is an entertaining show about diabetes.
I can't like stop. Every time I talk, I feel so bad for laughing. That is hilarious.
Black What's Your Child just got an injection in the ass. First of all, wow, that was weird. No ass injections are positive. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I never had a shot in the ass before.
I mean, look, that's where the painkiller goes sometimes.
Yep.
And I'm gonna let you know, don't knock it till you tried it, man. I'm just saying, like
it's a life goal.
I'm just saying, like the needle in the ass does not sound like a promising thing at first, but I promise you, like 15 minutes later, when you ain't feeling whatever the fuck was hurting, you be like, hey, man, stab my ass.
I mean, because needles it goes to the fatty part. So it's either going to go there, your stomach, or your thighs. So it's like, you know, yeah, I've had an ass shot. That's not, I wasn't a fan, but whatever. Yeah, I was crying thinking my lower body was gone. I couldn't feel nothing.
Yeah, I read that.
I just knew that people took my legs from me. I mean, some of that numbing shit, yeah, that shit ain't. If they don't explain to you what it is, man, it could be a problem.
I'm just saying, man, you know, and it's, I don't know how prevalent it is. Well, yeah, I do it. I'm pretty sure in the NFL it's still prevalent. But like college, man, when you play, a lot of football players, man, when you playing and you got something that's really, really hurting, but quote unquote, you quote unquote can't make it worse, but you're just trying to play through the pain.
Right.
Hey, man, see a whole bunch of dudes with their left ass cheek out, just like, hey, make it happen.
Exactly.
Come on, girl, go ahead, do it. You know you want to. So.
Hey, they don't necessarily be perfect. They ain't got no sexual preference for that needle in that left ass cheek. Hey, girl, hey, guy, hey, just stab it, man. You know what time it is.
Exactly.
You know what time it is.
Oh my God. AG, man, what's on your mind?
I don't even know, man. This has been a heavy episode.
The beaties. We done scared about the beaties.
I mean, really,
you about to go to the doctor right now and be like, hey, man, can you make sure I ain't got the beaties?
Oh, based on what y'all said, I know I ain't got it. But, you know, things happen. Just like for you. You know, you didn't live all your life with it. It just, you basically telling me this is one day you're good, the next day you're not.
It's kind of how I felt. That's pretty much how I felt.
I mean, I guess all I can say is like, if there's something wrong, if you feel like something's wrong, whatever it is, go see somebody. Take care of yourself. Because, I mean, this is heavy, man. This was heavy. So, I mean, it ain't heavy to y'all, but I mean, I'm a civilian hearing this. It's like, wow. But I do appreciate you, Mo, for really helping me understand the difference between the two, because I promise you,
hey, look, I promise you, I'm not a medical expert, so there's probably somebody out there that know way more. It's like, hey, man, you really oversimplifying this shit a bit, and I'm be like, hey,
but are you though?
I'm a simple person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, is it truly oversimplifying if somebody understands basically what's happening? I'm good with it, so appreciate you.
Well, the thing about it, if you don't understand what's happening to you, that's kind of a you problem. That's the way I see it. And it took me a long time. I was in denial for a while.
Okay.
You know, and also AG just.
I think everybody goes to the denial stage with it at first.
Yeah. Hey AG.
What's up?
Sorry to blow you up on air, man. It's joints in the fam.
Say that again now.
It's in the fam.
Oh no, because my mom was diabetic.
Yeah.
So that's why it's just like I'm listening and then thinking to myself like, okay, you're still good, but being overweight I know is a big thing. So it's like, bruh.
I mean,
you know how frustrating that weight thing is. Like, no, I'm gonna say why it was frustrating to me, because everybody tells you when you're really big and you're overweight, hey, you gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the markers to you know, getting diabetes. And I heard that because my mom was a diabetic. You know what I'm saying? I was like 330 pounds, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna lose weight. You know what I'm saying? I'm a totally change the way I eat. I'm gonna fuck around and lose weight, because ain't no, you know, for a while I said, you know, I was 300 pounds. I said, but I played football, and then one day I realized, nigga, you ain't played football in like 6 years, nigga. You just fat now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't your excuse no more. Yeah. You got to be proactive playing football to justify being big as I play football.
Yep.
So I fuck around and lost all this weight. You know what I'm saying? I changed my diet. I didn't eat any like fast food. I completely changed my diet.
Then you got diabetes.
Lost a whole bunch of weight, and then get told by the doctor, hey, you gotta start watching what you eat and everything, because now you got diabetes. And I'm just like, nigga, you mean I could have just been fat and just been, you know what I'm saying? The same result was gonna happen? I fucking lost like 90 pounds, bruh. On my own, lost 90 pounds. And then I go to the doctor at 240, and it's like, yeah, man, you got diabetes, man, so you're gonna have to watch your diet and everything. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to I'm like, nigga, you didn't see me a year and a half ago, bro.
Exactly.
And he was like, well, you know, losing weight is a sign of diabetes. I'm like, bro, not the way I did it.
Wait a minute. If you're doing it on purpose, then
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like, hey, bro, this won't just, I was losing weight randomly. Like,
I ain't never heard losing weight's a sign of diabetes.
Oh yeah, it
Never
is.
heard of that.
Yeah, because
It
it's a sign of colon cancer too. If you start losing weight and you're not trying, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Oh well, if you're not trying, yeah.
That's what he's
That's
saying.
what I mean. I'm just so some people are like, oh, you lose weight. I'm like, no, nigga, I was losing weight because I wasn't eating bad.
You said that to the doctor?
No,
Weak.
if you actually said that to a doctor, I would be crying. I'd be like, bro, I'm so sorry. I would be laughing at you, but that's hilarious.
Man,
No, I mean, I did. I was just like, bro,
that's a real one right there.
Because when he was like, man, you got watch what you eat, and I'm just like, man, I really don't eat that stuff. And like he was looking at me like I was lying. I'm
Yeah.
just like, bro, like
Because really, all he's seeing is you 240, and 240 is big, even for
That's what
somebody
I'm
6'3".
I'm just like, bro, like I get it, man, but I promise you, I don't eat like that. Like, I'm not saying I don't ever eat bad food. I'm just saying, like, is it a consistent thing? No, it really ain't, man. Like, I really got better about that. And hell, at the time I was better. I mean, I'm way better now, I think. I did eat like pizza today, and that shit feels weird.
What do you mean? Like it makes you feel bad? It makes you feel weird?
Kinda. Like,
You gotta get the cauliflower joint, man. Cauliflower pieces, dope.
I
Yeah,
just
it's
don't
pretty
really-
good, man. I mean,
it's
pretty
honestly,
good.
man, I just the last couple months, I just ain't really been eating carbs. Period.
Okay.
I wish I could do that.
Man, it's really not as difficult as you might think. The only thing, especially being that you by yourself, man. Like you're not with like people who just only want to eat starch and carbs. Like, cause that's my house only wants to eat starch and carbs.
I like carbs. That's
First of
awesome.
all, here's the thing. I like carbs too, but you like other things too. And I promise you, if you the first week and a half, 2 weeks, that's the difficult part. But after that, you kind of just get used to what you, and then you find replacements. You find,
Yeah.
like
I mean, that's what keto is.
there's like keto friendly bread and stuff that you
That's
eat
keto. That's all it is.
that don't really taste like bread, but
It'll do.
it don't taste bad. Like I get away with it. They got the carbless wraps that what I'm saying, I can make a burger.
I got some of those. Those taste pretty good, actually.
That's what I'm saying. Like, now here's the thing. If you don't have carbs for a while, they taste fine. Now, if you reintroduce yourself to like bread and shit, you'll realize that it's a difference.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, 'cause like, we went to Cracker Barrel the other day, and they were like, we got the biscuits and the cornbread. They were like, we're out of the cornbread. I bring you some biscuits. And when they brought the biscuits, they had like 2 things of cornbread up there too. And I'm just like, hey, I ain't fuck with no cornbread in a minute. And I ate it, and I was just like, this is like the most magical shit ever.
Dude got high off cornbread.
I didn't get high. I was just like, how on earth did I ever deny myself of this treasure?
Cornbread's awesome.
But I ate my one little piece of cornbread, and I was just like, all right,
That's your carb for the day.
restraint. God damn, man. I thought I was out the hood.
Right.
Sorry, so there was just some gunshots outside. I was like,
Oh, sweet.
motherfucker, man.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about cornbread. Anyway.
Gotcha. Let's see. Yeah, Black Witch's House, heavy but educational, much needed insight. She's very grateful for someone who's over 400 pounds didn't have evident issues. That's why I'm on my journey losing weight and eating better than milligrams by choice. Her chances. And then she told Moby that don't say that shit. So
I'm not saying that's how it works for everybody. I'm saying that honestly was the most frustrating part for me. You know what I'm saying? For me, it was just like, God damn, bro. Like but I'm also thankful for it too, because it was also meant like when I had to like actually be consistent with it, I guess I already had practice. Like it was like, all right, I'm already kind of prepared to make some of these dietary changes because I've already made them. But now then I went through that period where like you get too conscious of it, so it's like it makes you feel like you're in prison to diet. And now I don't feel like that now. Like now I feel like I think the more I progress, the better I'm getting about like, hey man, I don't have to cheat myself of everything. I just can't eat everything all the time.
Which
Like I ate pizza today, and I was just like, man, it feels weird now that I ate pizza today. But then again, I was like, yesterday, I mean, you saw me on the show. I'm eating a fucking apple when I get up here. I'm an apple eating motherfucker, man. I'm just saying, I think it's bullshit that for years they said an apple away keeps the doctor away, and I've been eating all these goddamn apples, and I still got all these motherfucking doctor's appointments.
I think you low key salty about this, man.
Not low key, bro. I am. You know what I'm saying? There's shit low about this key.
Awesome. So Moby, before time for you to go, I want to revisit something from last week because I want to answer this question. All right. So
All right.
give me a second.
Up to me, and she goes, "You know we're gonna kick y'all ass next week."
Oh,
Alrighty then.
And I put the phone down, and I'm like, oh, "Okay." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm just letting you know we're gonna kick y'all ass next week." And I put the phone down again. I go, "That posture is that okay?" Flip to me, and I put the phone back up. And she's like, "No, I'm just saying it's gonna be bad." And I was like, "Okay, I don't play, so nobody's gonna do anything to me. I'm not gonna be on the field." And she was like, "Well, I know you coach over there." Yeah, I do. But I also don't engage in trash talking to parents who also aren't going to be on the field. So, I mean, you win.
all right. So, yeah, man. How did it go this week? Did y'all win?
I just want y'all to know, man. I just realized there are a lot of fucking petty ass people in my life, man.
What you talk about?
Because it seems like ever since I made that statement up here, there's so many people who are just ready for me to be petty as fuck.
I mean, because we know what's coming. Especially if y'all won. Y'all won, didn't you? Y'all won, didn't you?
But there was zero petty for me.
Bruh,
I don't do petty.
Answer the question.
What are you talking about? Did we win?
Yeah.
Yeah, we won.
Oh, you about to be petty as a motherfucker right now.
I had no desire to be petty, but here's the thing, man. We started off really hot, and I mean, we were up right away. I think 14-0 because we got a safety, and I think at one point in time we were up 20 to 20-0 at one point in time in the first half. Now they made a rally. Their quarterback made plays. They you know what I'm saying? I said it before. They weren't a bad team. You know what I'm saying? So we ended up winning 28-17. And it was never close. The game was never close. And more importantly, the game was never even close as far as physical goes. Because they're a much bigger team. But my God, we dominated them up front. Like their line was so frustrated because I will say the people who seemed to take all this trash talking the most personal was our line. And shout out, I gotta say it, shout out to our most improved player, a big guy named Esteban who had never even played football before this year. And now he's out there mauling people on the offensive line. And here's the thing, he still doesn't necessarily understand football, but he's got a cheat code beside him, my daughter, who basically tells him, make sure he knows what to do before every play. And they were just fucking, like, I felt bad for that lady's son because
She plays right across from your daughter, right?
here's the thing, yeah, but their whole team on the line, their whole team was talking trash the entire game. Their coaches were yelling the whole game, talking trash. It was a trash talk festival. And Cadence was like, yeah, but he wasn't. She was like, he wasn't talking trash. She was like, that's not, even the first game, he's not a trash talker. And I'm just like, so his mom out here cashing all these checks for him? Because she was like, yeah, he was the only one that really wasn't talking. But I mean, they were getting ass raped up front, man. Our running back, the first couple plays, he scored 2 touchdown runs in which he didn't even have to change directions. He just ran in a straight line. He ran in a straight line. Wow. And I mean, it was just a wall. And I mean, look, man, I don't be trying to big her up too much, but Cadence on the offensive line was out there mauling motherfuckers Saturday, man. Like, even though the coach was saying, it was like, bro, she was out there dragging people. And honestly, this year it's been a transition because she's playing with an older group this year. So, she went from being the biggest person the last couple of years to she's the same size she was 2 years ago, but now everybody else is bigger.
Yeah.
But I mean, yo, we were mauling him. And then one of the assistant coaches, who he's young, so he gets to be petty because he's actually still in high school, but we let him coach, and he's one of the coolest kids, man. But like, he was just like, hey, you gonna find her? You gonna go find her? And I'm just like, nigga, y'all are petty. And Wonder was like, you're gonna try to go find her. I'm like, man, I'm not looking for nobody, man. Like, we are good. The game is the game, man. I'm not mad at her for talking trash. I'm not gonna be petty. But no. Here's the thing.
Here you go.
If somebody wants to say something I did was petty, there is something I did that was petty, but it's so on par with who I am. So once again, there was a lot of trash talking going on in the game, coaches talking, players talking. Well, we had a rule with our players. Y'all better not say nothing. Like, there was a couple times in the fourth quarter where they were talking, I would see our players put their hands up and walk away, and one person pointed to the scoreboard, which I was just like, that's kind of petty, but like, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you got to say something back. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when the game's over, we're taking the knee, and I'm yelling to the sideline because everybody going to line up at the 50 to do the handshake line, and before we even go, I stop everybody. And I'm like, hey, y'all bet not say shit. And one coach was like, no, just say good game. I was like, no, fuck that. I said that too. I was like, no, fuck that. We not even saying good game. Stick your hand out, keep walking.
What's the final score?
28-17. No, 27-18. 27-18. But I'm like, hey, we not saying nothing. I said, if I hear any of you motherfuckers say good game, say anything, we gonna be fucking running 100-yard sprints in front of your parents right now.
Yeah, they ain't say nothing.
So we go through the line, nobody's saying anything, and we go over there, and I was just like, and we have a celebration where we throw the football up, and everybody acts like they're shooting the football, and then when the ball hits the ground, everybody falls out like it's a grenade. So Coach Bruce was like, you gonna say something? Because everybody was real quiet around. They were waiting for him to throw it up, and I'm just like, all right, man. I know I told y'all not to say anything, so we not gonna say anything. So what we gonna do is, all that shit they was talking, we gonna throw it in the air. And Bruce threw the ball in the air, and everybody started doing it, everybody celebrated, and they hit the ground, and we got in the pile. I was like, everybody was talking, and I was like, hey, you heard all that shit they was talking all game, right? And I know everybody could hear me. All that shit they were talking all game. I said, everybody shut up. Y'all hear that? And I was like, they ain't saying shit now.
And there it is, folks. The
petty. So next week's the Super Bowl?
Nah. We got to play the team we lost to.
Ooh.
At the end of the last game.
When's that?
Next week.
So it's a revenge game coming up.
I mean, yeah, mainly a revenge game because their team talks so much shit, and their coaching staff talks so much shit. And I just don't understand why people keep talking so much shit. And here's the thing: the team that we just beat was better than this team.
You think people would learn, right? Probably not talking to y'all.
We played a horrible game against them, and they had a total of, I think, maybe 70 yards total against us and beat us because our long snapper made a bad snap, and they ended up getting on a punt, and they ended up getting the ball on the 1 yard line with a minute to go, and they scored. That's how they beat us last time. They beat us 6-0, and we had a lot of people out. Even this game, we had a lot of people out. Like, our best cornerback has a broken wrist, which sucks because he was balling out. And that was one of the reasons the team that we played this week was scoring, because, I mean, we got our safety was out and our corner was out. So we got secondary, we were just scrapping shit together. Just duct tape and glue, baby. Duct tape and glue.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
But yeah, I mean, look, I don't think this team that is going to keep talking shit that we're playing next week, I don't really think they understand how motivated our line is. And our running back, who was very much injured when we played them, they're motivated. And I mean, I'm looking at the offensive coordinator like, hey, why do we even need to throw the ball? Let's just run. Let's just keep running the ball. So I'm looking forward to next week. It's the revenge tour. And I'm also looking forward to being able to say something that nobody else in the league can say. Like, if we win next week, I'll be going to my 3rd Super Bowl in a row for our league. And it sucks. I feel like I'm starting to become the Buffalo Bills now because we ain't never won it. But I told Cadence, I'm like, hey, you know, if we win next week, you're going to be the only person in the league that can say, I've been in the Super Bowl the last 3 years. Because she is, because she was on a different team that went last 2 years, and she's going to be on this team if we go. So
is that team still in?
We don't talk about that team.
I'm just saying, are they still in the playoffs?
No, they got beat bad Saturday. By the same team they got beat bad by earlier in the year.
I bet they wish they had Coach Chico.
It's not about me. That ain't about me. They just lost to the team in the league. That's probably the best team in the league. I mean, but I believe that they're way more talented than we are. And the team that they lost to 22-0, and during the season they lost 20-0 this weekend, that team beat us 10-0 in the first game of the season when we played. So
yeah, I was a little discombobulated.
Yeah. I mean, they underestimated it to us too. Like, I ain't gonna say that was all us.
Okay.
But I mean, I really want to beat them though. That's the only team I really want to beat.
Then make it happen.
I don't like their get down. And honestly, this is the first year I actually lost to them, because with the other organization I was with, we had never lost to them. So it's kind of disheartening that the organization lost twice to them this year. But no, I don't like their get down because they're cheaters. There's
wow. Okay.
They're cheaters. They have people playing for their team that aren't zoned for them. The coach actually moved a kid into his house.
Wow,
this for
really?
rec football. It's for fucking rec football.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like,
and they're mad at our organization because in the spring they tried to protest our roster, saying that we had a invalid roster. So they pay, because you have to pay for a protest. So they pay a couple $100 for the protest, which they lost because our roster was fine. So then we did something petty, which is we protested their roster because we knew their roster was wrong. So in the spring, they got disqualified from the playoffs.
how is that petty though?
Glass houses, man. Glass houses.
Exactly.
If they just not said anything, everything would have been fine.
And they were mad at the old organization because the old organization could have kind of fixed it for them, but they were like, nah, we're not about to bend the rules for you. And so they look at us like we were scared to play them in the spring, which is crazy because we beat them in the spring during the season anyway. And it's stupid, but they're cheaters. I don't like their get down. They're a predominantly white organization as far as staff and organization goes, but their team looks incredibly black for their area because they make sure that they get all the people from every area they can. And they talk so much shit. Like, it's a whole bunch of white guys, like, who probably didn't accomplish shit in their own personal lives as far as sports-wise, who are vicariously living through these kids.
Ooh,
Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of that shit going on at every rec organization. That's
of course.
So I'm not acting like that shit ain't everywhere. But yeah, their get down is I just don't fucking get down with their get down. I just don't. And they think they're so smart. And I'm like, you're not. Like, I can win with the most talent too. Like, congratulations. Like, because I'm more impressed about what my team this year is doing than the last 2 years when I was at the other organization. Because the other organization, the first year, by far we were the most talented team. And we shouldn't have lost the Super Bowl. That was coaching. We were the most talented team. Last year, we were top 3 talented team. This year, going into this season, like, we had a coaches meeting at the beginning of the season. We were just like, hey, man, we have to do the most we can with this talent, man. Like, you know, we got a lot of people who ain't never played football before. We're kind of undersized. And we're fucking one game from the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck. I'm proud as hell about what's going on right now. But yeah, cool. I don't like their get down. And I don't generally talk about organizations, but yeah, I don't fuck with Salem. I usually don't name them, but I don't fuck.
I was gonna say, don't protect the innocent.
Sure didn't.
And here's the thing, it ain't everybody over there. There's some cool people over there. I ain't mad at all of them, but the organization as a whole, yeah, I don't get down what they get down. I think they're a bunch of bitches. I think they're a bunch of bitches.
Nice. Did you have anything else on your mind, or was that pretty much?
Nah, man, that was it. But why you had to bring up the petty thing with the lady, man? I ain't go find the lady, man. I didn't say nothing to the lady. And if I would have saw her, all I would have said was good game, man. You know, it's whatever, man. Because I really meant what I said to her, which is like, hey, I don't get down with that get down. Like, I just want all the kids to, you know, have a good game and walk off. Because look, I don't care about trash talking. Like, trash talking don't bother me as long as it stays on the field. And I give it to them. Like, after the game, even their players, when they were coming, they were saying, good game, good luck the rest of the way. Yeah, do it for the North, because we're in the North Division. And I was like, hey, that's kind of cool that y'all talked all that shit, got beaten, was still bigging us up. No, I'm just saying, like, because, like, I don't mind if you talk shit when the game's over with, like, hey, game's over with. I'm cool with that. Like, that's how it's supposed to be as far as I'm concerned. Now, some of their coaches, they got that young boy disease with coaches, man. You know, it's a whole bunch
NBA young boy.
There's a whole bunch of whining and bitching, talking about the referees did this. I'm like, hey, bro,
come on, man.
I'm like, look, man, for the most part during this year, the refs have it's always felt like the refs were against us. And I felt like the refs were pretty solid. It's rec, man. They gonna miss shit. I mean, it just is what it is. You can call something on every play, right? You can miss shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, they didn't throw nobody out the game for all the cussing that was going on, which, you know, we got threatened with that the week before, and we weren't even talking, but they threatened to kick everybody out of the game because people were cussing. And I mean, their coaches were yelling on the field. Like, I mean, it was F-bombs. They were yelling across to some of our coaches, and I'm just like, y'all niggas is petty. I mean, I was literally saying that to our own coaches. I'm like, hey, man, y'all need to stop talking, man. Y'all niggas is petty, bro. Like, we kicking their ass. Why the fuck you need to talk about it? Like, they know what's happening. Like, if I'm kicking your ass, I don't have to add commentating to it. I don't. I'm not.
It's funny though.
But is it? I'm just saying, like, I guess if you petty, but like, if I knock a nigga out,
I told your ass down.
If I knock somebody out, I don't need to stand over them and be like, I just knocked your ass out. Like, everybody can fucking see what happened.
Detroit what?
Now, if the parents or somebody would have been yelling back and forth, I'd have been like, okay, y'all just being fans now. That's cool. But coaches, I'm sorry, man. Like I don't feel like I need to yell back and forth to other coaches and neither one of us are on the field.
If you got hate in your heart, let it out.
And I hate hearing young coaches talk about how nice they were in school. Cause when I was out there, I'm like, hey, look, nigga, I'm telling you, man, I'm old now. And the one thing I've learned about getting old is the older I get, the nicer I was. I'm just saying, the older I get, the more creative and the more liberties you have with the stories about your career, because who the fuck is around to dispute it? Hey, I was damn near All-American when I played, bro. Like, if I wouldn't have this knee injury, I'd have been in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how many niggas I've heard say shit like that? It's like, come on, bro. Like, don't be that guy. Just, I'm real with my players. I'd be like, hey, I was better than your ass was. But I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I was an NFL player, but like, at y'all's age, I would have been a beast out here. But I'm just saying, like, you know, I was just good enough to play college football. I was not legendary. Ain't nobody going back to my school and hearing all these great stories about how I was a legend in these streets, unless you know people I actually played with. And they're not gonna say I was a legend. They're just gonna be like, oh yeah, he was pretty good. And the story's gonna end. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody talking about the lore of Tico. Like, nah, man. I was solid. You know what I'm saying? I could make anybody's high school team. There's no high school team in America I don't think I would have played for. But that's pretty much where the legend of me ends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just a guy. So I don't have to go accentuating to these 13 and 14-year-olds talking about how nice I fucking was. Like, I'm a 40-year-old dude that you've never heard of play football. So how nice was I really?
I mean, it's what it is.
I'm better than you, but I'm 40. I should be. I should be.
Thank you, sir. Congrats on the win. And hopefully we'll get 2 more so we can celebrate the Super Bowl on the show.
Hey, man.
So I can see a trophy.
It'd be nice to go and win one time. Like,
yeah. Take the Gipper, baby. The Gipper.
I'm just saying, I don't want to be Bruce Smith, man. He's a legend, but I don't want to keep going and losing, man. Like, and I'm not mad at no shade to Bruce Smith. I'm just saying that's gotta suck to like. It's gotta suck to like do something as great as Buffalo Bills did, which is make it to the fucking Super Bowl that many times in a row. But all we keep saying is, well, they never won. I'm just like, motherfucker, you know how hard it is to get there? Like,
yeah. Awesome. Thank you, sir. The only thing I got on my mind is, hey, you know, love your family, love your friends, keep them together, because you never know when the last time you're going to see them. And with that being said, like, thank everybody for joining us on this brand new episode of 5 Minute Warning. We are here every Sunday from 9 p.m. until we feel like getting off.
And we usually ain't just talking about the Beatles. I promise you. This is the first time you listen to the show. We are not a show.
Y'all have to stop saying that, man.
we not out here just giving unsolicited the Beatles advice. Like, that's not
hilarious. Tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell someone about us. Once again, we'll see you next Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, you know, we here, you here, we all be here together. Once again, like thank Moby, like thank AG, like thank those who have listened to us live, like thank those who will listen to us on the podcast when it comes out this weekend. Of course, hey man, we're gonna do it again next week. So, as always, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Nugman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Nugman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5-minute warning.